Having been condemned for avoiding the repatriation of Vietnam diggers last week, both Bill Shorten and Malcolm Turnbull were in Sydney today, the Labor leader at Coogee Beach, the Liberal leader in Picton. Both inspecting storm damage and with a message for insurers.
An unofficial truce in the election campaign as Malcolm Turnbull
48 flood rescues, I understand.
and Bill Shorten
You can see there's structural cracks over that way on the wall.
tour areas of Sydney devastated by the storms. Mr Turnbull in the southwestern township of Picton
But we're going to work together and get it up.
That's great.
and Mr Shorten at Coogee Surf Club, pounded by the angry seas. But the worst of times brings out the best in people.
That's the Aussie spirit, isn't it? That selfless volunteerism.
It sometimes takes a disaster to bring out the best in people.
There is no final figure on the damage yet, but both leaders called on the insurance industry to be generous in dealing with claims.
For people who've suffered significant damage, the last thing they need is then to be damaged again by a long argument with an insurance company.
I'm sure the insurers will support these communities.
As they inspected the damage nature can impose, the leaders agreed it was a time above politics.
While we disagree on more than a few things at the moment in an election campaign, we are very much on the same page in supporting these communities.
Although the Greens added a political dimension, saying this was the result of climate change.
It is absolutely critical that we start to address dangerous global warming if we are to prevent communities from suffering the horrendous impact that people right around the country are currently experiencing.
It's a reminder that outside the campaign bubble, real life goes on, with ordinary Australians facing extraordinary challenges. Yes, Prime Minister.
Look at that huge fridge. The flood, you're saying, lifted that up and just tipped it on its side.
Amazing.
The power of nature.
Yeah, incredible.
But matched and outmatched by the power of this community.
The only shot fired in the campaign today, a Labor promise to boost apprenticeships by mandating that 1 in 10 jobs on government infrastructure projects must go to apprentices.
Labor's going to back real education, real skills, real jobs.
And a real coincidence, Bill Shorten's morning jog intersecting with John Howard's morning walk.
And how are you?
Both campaigning in Adelaide.
After that close encounter with the PM, Mark Riley joins me from Circular Quay tonight. Mark, more debate over debates, with the third one now going online.
Yes, Mark, hosted by Facebook. We've had the People's Forum on paid television that very few people saw, the Leaders' Debate at the National Press Club that very few people liked, and now a very modern format before Facebook with a potentially massive audience of people asking questions that really concern them and affect their vote. And I'm told the rules haven't yet to be worked out, but they're looking at sometime early next week with a small live audience moderating those questions, and real debate, real engagement between the leaders being possible. It's a modern format. I think it's a great idea, and it might change the face of debating as we know it, Mark.
OK, Mark Riley at Circular Quay.